Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to the Donald R. Disney Stadium in Gainesville, Florida, home of the Temple Owls, will now taking on the Florida Gators.
It's the 10th-ranked Florida Gators taking on the Temple Owls. Sean Salisbury, John Kristovich on hand on a bit of a gloomy day in Gainesville. Not going to dampen our spirits here on Senior Day as Florida celebrates this 16-player class and one of the best, Emily Heller, that's a Waraton nominee, looking to lead you up to its 15th straight win.
Yeah, Sean, Emily Heller, she's headlining this Gators offense that's been so dynamic. Career start number 89 for her. That leads everybody on the field today.
Meanwhile, for Temple, in order to get its first win ever against the Gators, they're going to rely on their lockdown defender, Katie Schaller.
Yeah, she'll be looking to limit Heller and the rest of the Gators offense. She's second in the country in caused turnovers per game, fourth in ground balls per game. She's a force defensively.
She is the only player to limit last year's Waraton finalist Isabella Peterson to less than 3 goals this year. Bobby Rosen, back in her 18th season with the Owls, the Philly native and Hall of Famers team, did not make the conference.
And welcome to Temple Owls versus Florida Gators. Last home game of the season. If you win this game, who knows? And I know that Florida Gators is in the same conference with us, I would say, but I don't know.
Well, they've won 14 straight, looking for 15, a program tying record here today.
And the team we're rooting for is Temple Owls, and we are on the way. Here we go. Oh, never mind.
Madison Water clears it.
And we are underway. And here we go.
Offense in the country, averaging more than 18 goals per game. Just scored
so the team we're rooting for is
claimed at least
Temple Owls
of the AAC title after losing out to James Madison a season ago. This is Heller, 32 goals on the year. She rips and puts it right in the stick of Taylor Grohlman, hoping for a better start against Florida compared to last year, where she allowed 17 goals, just 7 saves, and a 4-goal Florida win. Off and running already. Waters comes in from behind, pokes it free. Anna Heller has it for the Gators. She scored goals in 3 of the last 4 games. Better keep your eyes on her.
She is quick, and she really can move defensively to offensively in a hurry. First year with Florida, Gators certainly happy to have her.
Senior to senior Ashley Gonzalez and Maggie Hall. A couple of passes below the goal line. We're working around of Waters, Heller, and Pavanelli, all seniors on this dynamic attack. All teams leading score finds Pavanelli denied in front. A couple of quick saves in the opening 90 seconds, exactly what Temple's looking for.
Yeah, especially for Taylor Grohlman. She's struggled here as of late these last 2 games. Save percentage of below 500, but 2 big-time stops here from point-blank range.
She's played some of her best lacrosse against ranked opponents this year. Season-high 15 saves in a loss against Yale. Also had 13 at USC earlier in 2024. Maeve Tobin trying to work through the midfield. Hall backs off. Takes nearly 30 seconds for a clear, but a clean clear, better than anything for the Owls. It's a little bit of the opposite. Florida averaging 18.3 goals per game, mentioned the #1 mark in the country. Temple's a team only averages about 10 goals per game. They've struggled to score against top 25 opponents. Where can production and help come from today as they look for the upset?
It's just going to be about making sure they're taking high percentage shots at the right times. Shot percentage is one of their lower statistical categories. Facing against the Gators team, that's #1 in the country in that same statistic. So they just need to choose their shots wisely here.
Back out to Mastro Pietro, back-to-back AAC Midfielder of the Year, marked by Heller. Mackenzie Roth. Temple's other great score. Meets a wall in Maria Pansini, and they throw it away on the end line late in the shot clock.
I'll tell you what, Sean, we rave about these Gators offense, but how about the shutdown D there? Top 5 in the country.
This is the home of
just 8 goals per game after giving up 18 and 19 goals in the first 2. Right in front, Gonzalez could not finish. Wow.
And we are live at the Darryl R.
take another look and
Disney Stadium
on an island somehow.
in Gainesville,
Stays
Florida.
with it.
We are looking live at the Gerald R. Disney Stadium.
Not just the #1 scoring team,
And
the #1 shooting
Gainesville,
team at
Florida.
55% this year.
This is the home of the Florida
coming up
Gators.
empty on its first 3 shots.
Well, this is another key to the game for Temple, right? I mean, this Gators offense has put games away in the first quarter. You know, to get those 3 big stops right away, it's a confidence booster at the very least.
Tobin picks up the pace. Aaron King tosses it back to X. Amelia Wright meets Ashley Dyer, AAC Freshman of the Week. After a phenomenal performance at Cincinnati, in front, Fennell returns the favor. And a great stop on Tobin's attempt.
At least Fennell, goaltender of the week here in the AAC, 700 save percentage in the win over Cincinnati. She's on fire again here today.
Back-to-back like Jordan 96-97 after an incredible performance also against James Madison 2 weeks ago. All slowing down the tempo. It has been very back and forth. Not often Florida fails to score in the opening 5 minutes. But tip your cap to what this Temple defense can do. It really frustrates its opponents.
It's frustrating for us as a defense.
Sling it out wide. In front.
The defense.
Florida starts this game 0 for 4.
And conversely, 4 for 4 for Grolman.
Nice job by Gianna Monaco forcing the turnover on the ride. Florida will get a fresh shot clock and another chance to try to break this scoring open. We'll show you the impressive numbers for what this offense and that defense have done this year.
The defense
especially in the
is
first
the
half
key.
of games. Florida is at its best in the first frame, scoring 103 goals in their first 16 games. Stymied so far. Pavanelli over to Hall, 2 players of more than 250 points in their Florida careers. Monaco looking
Well, some
for
tells
movement.
me how we else
Can't do
going to
anything
like
against Schrader.
crazy.
Now Tobin defends out wide. Sarah Falk gets free and scores.
Wow.
Slams the stick as Florida finally breaks through to take the early lead.
Wow.
Sarah Falk, one of the
Wow.
seniors being honored here today on our senior day regular season finale. And boy, she was able to find her area in the low slot and put that past the netminder for her 21st goal of the season. Gators on the board.
Has had a point now in 16 of her 17 appearances in a Florida uniform. The transfer from UAlbany, Randy O'Leary, said earlier this year, just a seasoned vet that does not make a lot of mistakes. That's what we want when we go to the transfer portal. Who can come in and make that
Sound like
impact?
Titty Spliff,
Falk has just fit in so nicely.
like all that stuff.
For Florida, at first they don't succeed, and finally it just seemed like it was a matter of time. Her 5th shot on goal of the game. They're finally able to beat Grolman.
Back to the draw circle. Harrison against Mastro Pietro. Harrison won the first. Temple Star wins the second. John, you mentioned one of the keys to the game for Temple. As we take a look at our keys now 6 minutes in, as we have a chance to breathe, what's going to stand out as each of these teams tries to claim that #1 seed?
Well, defensively, they've done a nice job so far. I think you're limiting the Gators to the outside options, and that's what we've seen so far. Just 1 goal in the first 7 minutes, but here offensively, they really need to have good shot selection.
Tobin gets free, but the save made low by Fennell.
And well, there's an example of it, right? Yeah, it's a team that's under 35% shooting percentage coming into today, and with 40 seconds on the shot clock, yeah, it's not a terrible shot from the 8, but they'll be looking for more concrete options.
Paisley Egan with an easy clear all on her own. First team offense all out there. Actually seeing
University of Florida, their school colors is orange and blue.
Finishes in front.
And my school colors is cherry and white.
Yeah, this is where the Gators can really just kill teams that got Temple on their heels, and it's the leading goal scorer Danielle Pavanelli with her 38th of the year, and she's just so good in tight there. She'll be the netminder 9 times out of 10.